So, here's a tip for those of you who lack common sense. If you find a box in a curio shop or lying about on the ground somewhere, don't fucking touch it and back slowly away from it, because you don't know what the fuck it could do. It could open up a portal to hell, it could give you a wish. I'd really not want to fuck with those kinds of odds. But Halloween's almost upon us, so I thought I'd do 2 movie reviews. And this video review is going to be about, if you can't already tell, Clive Barker's Hellraiser. Now, I bought this movie and the movie I'm going to review after it together from FYE, because I hadn't seen either movie completely through, and I said, fuck it, I'm going to buy it and watch it, which I did with a bunch of friends, which was a good idea. Not because they're scary, but because of some of the funniest shit I've ever heard comes out of our mouths when we're together when we're watching a movie. But let's get back to the movie. Hellraiser. It's about a puzzle box that opens up a dimensional rift into hell. And there you meet Pinhead, who's not called Pinhead in this movie, but he's the iconic member of the cast for the Hellraiser movies. Now, Pinhead oozes a kind of personality that is just badass. He doesn't say, I'm gonna kill you, or any of that shit. He just says, I have sights to show you, and you shouldn't have fucked up. And it's really funny, because in the movie, he actually says, you didn't know what it did, but you fucking messed with it anyway. Yeah, that's why I said, a rule for, as a general rule, in the world, don't pick up boxes that you find at curio shops or lying about on the ground, because this motherfucker might be waiting on the other side. And he's not fun, he fucks you up. Now, Hellraiser centers around Kirsty, who finds the box. Actually, Kirsty's uncle Frank actually finds it and gets transported to hell, where he is completely eviscerated by the Cenobites, which are what Pinhead's race is in this. Gets eviscerated, actually escapes hell. And he does that by sucking people's life out of them and using their skin as a human suit. A way more fucked up version of Buffalo Bill. Kirsty happens to get swept into this because her stepmother, I do believe, helps her uncle get back on his feet, because she's been fucking that dude before she got married to Kirsty's dad and all of that kind of shit, and she gets what coming to her, and Frank goes back to hell because you cannot escape from hell because it's not supposed to happen. And altogether, this is a really good movie for people who are into BDSM or just are sick, sociopathic motherfuckers, because it's somewhat gory. I like seeing people like fucking just rotting away after Frank takes part of their life is fucking fantastic to watch. And I mean, when Frank actually gets his skin ripped the fuck off again and shit like that, it is amazing. The special effects are done really well. And I mean, the presence of Pinhead in this movie, even though you don't see him for all that much, you know he's badass, because he doesn't even run, he doesn't walk, he just is badass. And I mean, he doesn't even warn you what the fuck's gonna happen. The box is just there. If you touch it, you get sent to hell, and he eviscerates your ass. Come on, how badass is that? That there's a box out there that people don't even know what the fuck's going on, and that's when shit all goes to hell. Quite literally. I've seen the sequel to this, which is Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. Continues the story with Kirsty trying to get her dad out of hell, because Frank does that to her father. I'll review that at a later date. But I'll give this 5 out of 5 and 8.5 out of 10 just because it could have been better, it could have been gorier, it could have been a whole lot, it could have been a little bit better, but it could have been way gorier. And I gotta say, thanks to James Rolfe, otherwise known as Angry Video Game Nerd, because he sort of inspired me to go around looking for horror films with his Monster Madness series that he does on YouTube. And on his site, cinemassacre.com. I gotta say thank you, because he inspired me to go look for some of these movies, and I've been looking for some of the older movies that he's talked about in his Cinemassacre thing, but I haven't been able to find them. And hopefully he gets to Hellraiser and reviews it. But thanks to James Rolfe for inspiring me to do these, going back in horror films and all that stuff. But Hellraiser, good movie, go check it out. If you're a sick fuck, you'll find it awesome. If you're not, you'll be like dancing around like, because it's, but 5 out of 5, 8.5 out of 10. Peace out.